interest. I like biking and hiking and taking long walks on the beach. No, we're not asking what you're interested in here. We are talking about what's known as mathematical interest here. The amount earned when your money is deposited in a savings account or other type of investment. Okay, that's what we're going to look at today. Interest as in the amount of money that you're earning if you put your money into the bank for a savings account or an investment. So let's take a look at a guy named Dan. Okay, I'm going to look at two examples. Dan, he's awesome. He is investing his money. He wants to make some money off of his money that he has. So he invests $3,500, $3,500. Okay, let's say at Wells Fargo or something. And Wells Fargo is going to give him some money for putting his money at the bank. So how much are they going to give him? Well, he's going to earn 2% in what's known as simple interest. And that's the only type of interest we're going to look at this year, because there's something called compound interest, but we're going to look at something that's known as simple interest each year. Okay, so each year he's earning 2% interest each year off of his investment. Assuming he doesn't make any deposits or withdrawals on this, meaning he does not deposit money, put more money into his investment, so he keeps it at $3,500, and he doesn't have any withdrawals. He doesn't take any money out of this. Okay, so this money is going to just stay that money. How much will his investment be worth? What is the worth in 5 years? I don't know, how much is this going to be? Because it's going to be more than that, but by how much? So let's calculate this thing out. He's getting 2% interest each year off of that. So first step, I need to find what is 2% of $3,500. And he's going to get that each year. The bank is going to give him that money. So what would I calculate on the calculator here? 2%. Hopefully you're getting good at this. 2%. You're unsure what the decimal is. What do? 2 divided by 100. There we have it. 0.02. Times of his investment of $3,500. There's the number, 70. So the bank is going to actually give him $70. That's how much he's going to get each year just by putting that much money into the bank. So instead of it being at his house, sitting in a little piggy bank, he's going to bring it to the bank so that he can earn this much interest every year. Meaning after 5 years, how much will he get? He won't just get 70. He'll get 70 each year. So I'm going to multiply that by 5. And I could do that in my head. 7 times 5 is 35. And then I have a 0. He's going to get an extra $350. So it's asking, what is his investment worth in 5 years? It's not worth $350. It's worth $350 plus the investment he originally started out at. So some of you could add that in your head. Either way, he's going to be at not $3,500 anymore. He's going to be at $3,850. Way to go, Dan. Okay, one more problem. Let's look at a person like Dana. Okay, we have Dana. She might be dating Dan. I don't know. Dana and Dan. Dana, Dina, and Dan, Dan, and Dana. Oh, what a perfect couple. Because you know what? They both invest their money. Dana, though, she only has $1,500. And she's investing it. She's going to wait longer. she's going to go 10 years. And she's not going to take any withdrawals out of it. She's not going to take any money out of it. And she's not going to deposit anything into it. She's not going to add anything to this. So she's going to keep it at $1,500 for 10 years. And this bank is going to give her, this is at 0.75% interest. Simple interest each year. Okay? And we want to know, what's it worth? What is the worth after 10 years? Is she going to be way ahead of her partner Dan? Who knows? Maybe they're not dating. So let's check this out. After 1 year, we need to find 0.75% of $1,500. You might be like, my gosh, 0.75%? Is that 75%? No, 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 no. This is less than 1%. It is less than 1%. Oh my gosh, the bank is giving you less than 1% of your investment. But hey, it's something. So let's calculate this out. 0.75% on the calculator. 0.75 divided by 100. Whew, that's small. Of times her investment of $1,500. So she's going to get $11.25. $11.25 every year, per year. How long does she have this investment for? 10 years. So I don't need just one $11.25. I need 10 of them. So I'm going to multiply that. $11.25 times 10, which most could do in their head, is $112.50. So Dana here is not going to have $112.50. She'll also have her original investment. So if I add $1,500 to this, she's at a grand total of $1,612.15. $1,612.50. So not even close to Dan, but hey, she still made $112.50, and that was only at less than 1% a year. 0.75% a year. Okay. Now what I will say is one more added bonus here is there is a formula that you're going to see, an interest, simple interest formula. And they might ask you to use this formula in problems, and it looks like this. I equals PRT. I being your total interest, P being the principal, R being the interest rate, and T would be the time in years. So for example, Dan, we could have just used this formula. The amount of principal, how much did he invest? He invested $3,500 times the interest rate. And the interest rate was, what was it again? His interest rate, if we go back to Dan, what was your interest rate, man? 2%. Okay, 2% was his interest rate. So if I keep going here, 2% for Dan, I'm going to put for the rate 0.02, because that's 2%, times how much time he invested it. And he invested it for 5 years. So if I would have just multiplied these three together all at once, I would have gotten his total amount of interest. So $3,500 times 0.02, the percent, times for how long? 5 years. And there's how much he made, $350. That's his total amount of interest. Whereas if we write out Dana to end it here, Dana, what would I plug in to our formula? What was her principal amount? How much did she invest? $1,500. Times the interest rate, which was 0.75%. And as a decimal, that was 0.0075. That's what I'd plug into my calculator. Times for how long? 10 years. And if I do that, I'm just checking it, people. That's what I do. 1,500 times our 0.0075 times how long? 10 years. And there we have what we got before. $112.50. How much she earned in simple interest out of 10 years. Dan here, $350. Dana, $112.50. Okay, we're practicing this in class. See you then. Bye.